to watch this movie.
You haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming? I haven't seen the Falcon. Oh no, there isn't one. Sorry.
Alright, before I get into things, I'd like to throw out one more quick spoiler warning for anyone who didn't catch the spoiler warning earlier. With that said, let's get into it. I'm Zach, and I just saw Captain America Brave New World. Gotta say, I actually liked it a lot more than I thought I would. It hit everything I was really hoping it to hit. We got appearances from Bucky, we got stuff explaining the events of Eternals, which we haven't seen yet in any Marvel movie or any Marvel TV show, aside from one little snippet in She-Hulk. It got mentioned in a little newspaper, I'm pretty sure. We finally got to see Red Hulk. I was so excited to see that because, you know what? I loved playing as Red Hulk in LEGO Marvel Avengers back in the day, or LEGO Marvel Superheroes, whichever one it was. And one of my very first comics I ever got as a kid was an Avengers vs. X-Men, where it was about Red Hulk fighting Iceman from the X-Men. So I was really excited to just be able to see Red Hulk finally on the big screen, and I loved the portrayal of him. That fight at the White House was absolutely epic with everything just getting destroyed. I'll cut to the chase though. You're probably watching Captain America Brave New World videos to get to the end credit scene and my thoughts on that. And my simple thoughts on that is it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. It was going to be setting something to set up Avengers Secret Wars, referring to the multiverse happening and them having to defend Earth. We're going to see lots of different versions. As we know, Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing Doctor Doom from another universe. There's rumors we're going to be getting Chris Evans returning as an evil Captain America from another universe. So I think this is all setting up that of all these universes emerging and happening together. And our main heroes of the MCU are going to have to go defend their Earth. Captain America gets his own new Falcon sidekick in this movie. Similar to how Sam Wilson was the Falcon for Steve Rogers as Captain America, he's now got his own sidekick. And I like this new sidekick. He kind of reminds me of how I would like to see a Nightwing in the DCU when that eventually gets up and rolling. That's how I would like to see a Nightwing eventually, just like this dude who's smart with technology and just kind of impulsive, just throwing himself into things. He's just this younger superhero too, and he's new to the whole gig. He's also a big fan of Ant-Man, so I had to like that a lot too. It was really nice to get to see the Eternals Celestial finally returning and being mentioned. As I said earlier in the video, we haven't seen any mention of that aside from a little newspaper clip in She-Hulk, so it was really good to see that play such a vital role in the movie. It mentions that that's where they're getting adamantium from, and that it is a metal more powerful than vibranium. This is the building blocks to eventually getting to the X-Men and getting to Wolverine, because obviously he's made of adamantium. So it's really cool to see that that's how they're setting things up, and they finally used it. It was actually like a really cool set piece for like a huge action sequence out in the middle of the ocean between two armies just going at it. So that was really, really cool to finally get to see that be put into use and be such a big part of another story, and how it changed the world as we know, because something would change the world like that if a giant alien just came out of the planet like that. I was really, really glad we got to see Bucky in this one. He's been in all the other Captain America films and he played a big part. After Falcon and the Winter Soldier, him and Sam became really close and they became like best bros. And Bucky even says like, I love you, bro. Like, if you ever need anything, I'm here for you. So what I'm thinking is eventually in Thunderbolts, Sam's going to be like, yo, the leader dude that I just kicked his ass, he just told me that the multiverse thingy is happening. I need your help. And I just think that that's how they'll set it up. Maybe that's how the end credit scene to Thunderbolts will go. I don't know, but I was really glad we got to see Bucky in it. I was a little disappointed though. After they showed up in so much episodes of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we didn't see Sam's family whatsoever. I'm talking his sister and his two nephews. I needed to see them in this movie. This is a movie about Sam Wilson, and it felt a lot more like a Captain America movie and a Hulk movie. That was my biggest gripe with it. The two villains of the movie is the leader, a Hulk villain, and Red Hulk, a Hulk villain. And it's all about Ross wanting to just see his daughter again and be this best president he can, and he's kind of like, all the stuff that he's judged for in the movie is stuff that happened in the first Hulk movie. I was kind of hoping to see people put him more on the spot, being like, yo, Sokovia Accords. And we only saw that once at the very start of the movie, with Sam being like, why should I work with you after you did that to us and I was on the run for so long? Which, I mean, is completely valid if you ask me. Another thing I was quite disappointed in is the fact that there was no power broker in this movie. They mentioned Agent Carter, just slightly. Sam's like, yo, I got people on the inside who could get us info about like the American government and stuff. Then we never got anything more of that ever again. I thought at the very end that of Falcon and Winter Soldier, when it's set up her being like this vital part within the government, that we would see that start to unfold. And what I'm thinking now is that that's going to be kind of like a main focus thingamajig in Thunderbolts. If it's not in that, I don't know what else it could be in. Maybe Daredevil Born Again, but I think they want to focus more on, Daredevil and Kingpin, actual important stuff to Daredevil. So now I'm wondering, where does the power broker fit in? I don't know. So overall, I do have to give this movie an 8 out of 10. It hit almost every single note I wanted it to hit. My biggest problems with it was, as I said, no power broker, and it just felt like more like a Captain America movie within a Hulk movie. The whole time I was thinking, okay, is Bruce Banner going to show up? Because they keep mentioning the Hulk and the events of the Hulk movie. It kind of just felt like they just substituted Bruce Banner out of the movie to throw in Sam Wilson. And I mean, hey, they did a good job with that. I love Sam Wilson Captain America and how they pulled that off. So overall, I got to give this movie a solid 8 out of 10, I'd say. Another cool takeaway, though, that I got to include in here is the popcorn bucket for this movie. Where I'm from, in Canada, we don't normally see no cool popcorn buckets like this. So this is awesome. It is the Falcon's helmet from the new movie. It even, if you turn it on down here, the lights come on. And it look like if you have popcorn in there or something, it looks like that's where his eyes go. Anyways, his new suit is pretty cool, I gotta say. At first, I was kind of judging it a little bit. I was a bit of a hater because I love the original Sam Wilson Captain America suit that's in all the comics and stuff. They had it at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I love that suit so much, and it was in the very start of this movie. Ooh. It was in the very start of this movie, but at the very end, well, not the very end, kind of the halfway point, he kind of just gets a new suit that he has lying around, and it looks more like a Steve Rogers typical Captain America suit, but I think it works so good for this version of Sam Wilson in the movie, which, by the way, Anthony Mackie is a perfect lead in this movie. He did such a great job in this movie. I'm so excited to see what they have more for him as the leader of this next Avengers team, which is what it's seeming like it's going to be, and I'm just very excited. Overall, Captain America Brave New World, solid 8 out of 10 Marvel movie. I know the thumbnail said best MCU movie ? But that was just to get you to click on the video. But if you guys watch this video, thank you guys so much for watching. I got so much more movie reviews planned throughout 2025. It's going to be a loaded year for movies. July in particular, I am stoked for. We are getting Jurassic Park World, whatever it's called, Rebirth, Superman Legacy, and Fantastic Four. I'm so excited for all those, and Lilo and Stitch, and How to Train Your Dragon. Oh my god, this year for movies is just looking absolutely incredible. Absolute cinema.